Oh, they can't take this one down. Okay, NBA. All right.
Dwyane, you kind of threw everything you had at them from game 2 on. Just think about just having that kind of effort and not being able to just quite get it done.
Yeah. You can. That's fine. You can lose with effort. You can lose to a better team, and that's what they were, and that's what they are. So there was no secret about that. I thought we did our job. We had some moments where we would love to have back, but ultimately, we played with the effort that we needed to. They had more than us.
Dwyane, did you speak to Joel after and then just talk about what you said to him and any advice for him moving forward?
No, when the series is over, I think when you guys go through it, this is a great first round series, man. It's a battle. Those guys grew up in this series. This is their first playoff. I think they grew up and they learned some things from us and the way we pushed them. And it's just congratulating them. You want to see nothing but good things for those guys. These are the future of the NBA. And, the NBA is in great hands with Ben and Joel and those kind of individuals. So, just talking to them about those things.
Dwyane, can you just sort of put in perspective what it's been like for you to be back in Miami these last couple of months and sort of the role you played in this series, especially in a couple of the games they had you closing here?
Yeah. Coming into this year, not knowing how the year was going to play out at all. Starting the season in Chicago, then moving to Cleveland, and then ended it in Miami. I couldn't ask for a better ending to it, how this season ended, man. I was like a kid my whole time back, just happy, just thrilled to be back, be around these individuals on my team and getting a chance to, to be in the trenches with them. I know last year, the way that they played in the second half of the season, wasn't able to make it to the playoffs, how that hurt. So to be here, to be back, to be a part of that, to be a part of not only being a part of leading by voice, but leading by example. Laying it all out on the line with these guys, felt good about that. Felt good about, the Miami Heat organization as a future and the kind of players and the kind of people that's in that locker room, that's in the organization. So I was thankful that I can come back and be a part of that.
Dwyane, you always hear that teams kind of have to go through certain struggles for the playoffs before they break through. You won a championship in your third year. You won your first playoff series. When you look at this Philadelphia 76ers team, they seem like a group that wants a lot more than what they already have. Do you think it's possible despite their youth?
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Sometimes an organization, they get lucky and they get to draft someone special, and these guys got to draft more than one person special. And you're able to build around that, and that's what these guys have the ability to do. I was lucky enough in my first year to go to the second round, and then the next year go to the Eastern Conference Finals, and then the next year win it all. So it definitely can happen, right away. When you have the right group around certain individuals. Ben is an unbelievable talent, and they got the right guys around them. Signing JJ, bringing in Bellinelli, bringing in Ilyasova, Joel being healthy this year for majority of the season, getting to play with him for a full year. So they did a great job. They built a great team, and when you got great individual players, no matter how old they are, they can do some special things. So these guys believe it. You can see it in their eyes. Not just Bee's not just talk. He's not just a Twitter rant kind of person. He's a player, and he's very good. So I believe in them guys. I believe that they're going to be special for a while, but also, if they believe that they can do it now, then they can. It's just it's going to be on what they believe.
Dwyane, Spo was just in here. He says he doesn't even want to think about this potentially being your last game. You get too emotional. Have you given it any thought? And he also said you could play off the bench the rest of your life.
Of course, y'all know I given it thought. This is Philly, and I love Philly, but ain't gonna be no breaking news here in Philly. I'm sorry. So I appreciate y'all concerning, but we'll worry about that later. Ain't gonna break nothing here.
Dwyane, with what's been on your mind lately, has the past week or so been just business as usual for you?
Yeah. it's about making it to the playoffs. We have to play to the end of the season to get in, and then it's about coming into this playoff. Man, I love the playoffs. It's the best time of the year as a fan, as a player. So it's just all about the playoffs for me, and trying to accomplish something greater, and as a team, but also as an individual. I wanted to have those moments, throughout this playoff series. I wanted to have a moment tonight. My body wasn't, my wrists and my elbow, they wasn't aligning with me, but I had a couple of them that made me feel good about the work I put in this summer. I worked my tail off. So, that's what it's all about. When I say I got to make a decision, that's in the summer. When you're in the fight, when you're in the battle, you focus on that. You focus on what you need to do, because if you let your mind go, it's over with already. So for me, I was trying to see what I could do to help push this organization forward with my leadership with these guys, with Udonis, and inspire, by the way guys see me work, inspired by the way guys see me perform, at 36 years of age.
Dwyane, you talked a lot about how impressed you've been with Ben. What, if anything, did you learn about him during this series that you hadn't already known?
Well, I mean, a player. I don't think he had a bad game. A young player like that, in his first playoffs, he didn't have a bad game for the most part. He I knew that he was. You knew from the first time you seen him in summer league that he was special. If you know basketball, you know talent, you know someone special. And first time I seen him in summer league, I said, okay, he got it. And I think the thing that was impressive about him all year is he just continued to get better and better and better. To the point where it's like, that guy in Cleveland doesn't have bad games. The imprint that they put on the game is more than just scoring. So he does so much, man. So, the sky's the limit, obviously for him and for this organization.
Dwyane, here. How do you find a new inspiration from this off-season if you plan coming back for the next season?
Oh, well, one thing I ain't worried about is that right now. That's not my focus. Fresh off this NBA season, my 15th year, I sit back and think about that. Then I dive and throw myself into my family. They're next and on my bucket list of making sure I'm there for them. And then when it comes to the basketball side of it, which is a long time away from now, then I think about that. But right now, I ain't concerned with it.
Dwyane, you've obviously been in so many of these playoff series.
Yeah.
For a guy like Hassan to kind of go through the struggles he did, what kind of advice do you give him going into the summer?
I think the thing is as players, you don't want to give yourself an excuse. So you want to look and see where you can be better at. It's easy to say that this series, wasn't a big man series, or it's easy to say that coach did this or that, or I got in foul trouble. Don't give yourself an excuse. Just go into the summer and work on what you need to work on, mentally and physically, and get yourself ready for it when this opportunity comes again. And that's the biggest thing. That shows, your real character when this same opportunity presents itself, because it's going to come right back fast. Are you going to be prepared for it? Are you going to be better the next time, when you're in this situation? And, I hope so. I love Hassan. Been able to see his growth, from making our team, to getting triple doubles. To become the player he is. So hopefully he get motivated from this series and come back better next season.
Thank you, Dwyane.
Thank you, guys.